Hello everyone. Here we are to study the chapter from your subject environmental science, and the name of the chapter is From Testing to Digesting. In the previous lecture, we have read about the tongue, the function of tongue, the taste buds, as well as we have solved some kinds of the book exercises which are given below in the book. Now, this is the third lecture, and let's see what new we are going to know from this lecture. Students, we will come to know about digestion and digestive system. All right. So, first, let's start what is digestion. Students, have you ever thought that when you feel hungry, what do you eat? You eat food, and after eating food you get a lots of energy to do different kinds of work. Suppose you are not getting food for 1 day or 2 day, what happens to you? You becomes weak, as well as you have not capacity to do any kind of work. So first, the question is, why do we eat food? We eat food for getting energy. And from where this energy is obtained? This energy is obtained after the digestion of food. Whatever food we take, it digests in our body and it gives us energy. So, here, what is digestion? Digestion is the breakdown of the food into small molecules that cells can absorb and use. We took rice, we took pulses, we took vegetables. So these rice, pulses, vegetables, pizza, burgers, whatever we eat, it just breaks down into the smaller and smallest particles. And these smallest particles can absorb by our body, and it provides us energy. Alright? So we should always take the healthy diet so that we get energy from it. We should not take the fast food, students, because fast food doesn't give any kind of energy to our body. It makes us fatty as well as sick. So, do you get that what is digestion? Digestion means the breakdown of the food particles into smaller pieces. Okay? And why does digestion occur in our body? This digestion occur in our body to get energy from the food whatever we have taken. Now, what is digestive system? So students have, if digestion occurs in our body, then how this process occur? This process occur with the help of some organ systems, and these organ systems are known as digestive system. So how do we define digestive system? The digestive system is used for breaking down the food into nutrients, which then pass into the circulatory systems and then taken to the way whatever it's needed to our body. So basically, students, if we want to define digestive system, we can say that it is just a collection of the different types of organ in our body which are responsible or which are always helping to digest the food items in our body. So what are these digestive systems? Means what are the organs of these digestive system? So when we take food, we start it from our mouth. So the first organ of our digestive system is mouth. Then it goes to a long pipe, and this pipe is known as food pipe or esophagus. Okay, and after this, after from esophagus, it goes to our stomach and then into the small intestine, and from small intestine it goes to large intestine, and whatever the digested food materials, all the complete digestion takes place into the small intestine, and whatever the undigested food materials are there in our body, it goes to large intestine, and from large intestine it goes to anus. So if we are talking about the digestive system, it starts from our mouth. When we take food, it goes to our mouth with the help of our tongue. As you know that in our mouth there is a liquid present which makes our food much tastier, and these liquid is known as, what it is known, saliva. Okay, have you often feel that when you listen the name of Imli, what comes in your mouth? Water, and this water is known as saliva. This saliva is very important for the body and for digestion also, because when it mix up with the food items, it makes it more soft, so digest it easily, as well as it gives the taste to the food items also. Students, if you wipe your tongue cleanly, there will be not much saliva in your mouth, and if you take the food, you will not get the taste of the food. Do you know why? Because saliva is responsible for giving the proper taste along with the tongue. So we were discussing here that how food goes in our body. We take the food from mouth, and from mouth it goes to a long pipe like structure, and this pipe like structure is known as esophagus, and from esophagus it goes to our stomach. Okay, and here the digestion takes place, and whatever the left food particles are there which are not digested, these all goes to the, sorry, whatever the stomach, the food remains for the some time, and after it the digestion takes place, the food goes into the small intestine. Students, here this part of the stomach is known as small intestine. Okay, so the rest part of the food particles are digested here, and whatever the undigested particles of food are remains, these food items again it goes to the large intestine, and from large intestine it comes out from our body with the help of the organ, and the name of the organ is anus. Okay, so student, basically we come to know that digestive system concludes mouth, esophagus, stomach, large intestine and small intestine, and anus. But you will be able to see here that some kinds of organs are also given, like liver, pancreas, okay, gallbladder. So these are also the organs of digestive system. Basically these are the glands which secrete the different kinds of the digestive juices which helps the food to digest in the proper way. Now, what are the steps of digestion? Means how does digestion occur? We have to write the different steps. So first, the digestion of the food, the first step of digestion of the food is ingestion. Students, ingestion means taking food in. When we take the food in our mouth, it means that this is the first step of digestion, and this step is known as ingestion. Now, the second step of digestion is digestion. Okay, means digestion means the breaking down of the food into its nutrients. The third step of digestion is absorption. Absorption means taking the nutrients by the cells, means whatever the food particles are digested, these all are the sources of nutrients. So by absorption we get these nutrients to our body. And the fourth step, that is known as exgestion. Exgestion means the removal of the undigested food particles or the waste particles from our body. Means whatever the waste product is releases from our body, that is the process of ingestion. So basically we came to know that there are the four steps of digestion, including ingestion, digestion, absorption and exgestion. Here again, the function of digestive system. What is the function of digestive system? As I have told you already, that digestive system is just a collection or combination of the different types of the organs which helps in digestion. So the function of digestion is to ingest food. Ingest food means to intake the food. As we know that we take the food in our mouth, so this is also the function of digestive system. to take the food in our body, as well as the breakdown of the food into the nutrients or the molecules, and absorbs the molecules or the absorbs the nutrients, we can say that, into the bloodstream, and then after the removal of the waste product or just excretion of the waste product from our body. These are the basic functions of the digestive system. Now, next one is saliva. We have already discussed that what is saliva. As I have told you that it is the liquid like substance which is present in our mouth, and when we take food, these liquid mix with the food particles and make it more softy and more juicy, so that it becomes soft and it easily can go into our food pipe or esophagus. So the first function of saliva is it helps to prevent an deteriorative process in our mouth in severe ways. That is, it moistens food, as I have told you that it mixes with the food and make the food juicy, or it moisten. Second one is it begins digestion, means saliva also includes the digestive juices, and because of these digestive juices the food particles starts to break down, and thus it helps into the digestion. It adjusts the salt appetite, as well as the flow of saliva helps to wash away pathogenic bacteria. Means, students, saliva is very important because it also prevents the growth of the any pathogen means the disease causing microorganisms. Okay, so it also prevent our mouth or our body from entering any kind of pathogen. It kills the pathogens, we can say that. Now, students, glucose drip. Sometimes when you become sick and you become weak, what doctors advise? Doctors advise you to take the glucose drip. Have you ever thought that why doctor advised you to take the glucose drip? Students, because glucose is the simplest part of our food items. We can say that whatever the food items like rice or potato we take, it breaks into glucose and it gives the energy to our body. So when we feel sick or weak, doctors advise to give glucose drip, because this glucose drip gives the instant energy. There is no need of digestion of glucose. It gives the instant energy to our body and we feel energetic. That's why we take glucose water also. When we came from the school to home, what our mother gives? It gives the glucose water, so that if we are getting tired, or if we are feeling tired or less energetic, we get the glucose water and we get the instant energy. So whenever you feel low, whenever you feel weak, just take the glucose water. So student, hope you have understood that what is digestion, what is digestive system, as well as the different parts of digestive system, different functions of digestive system. So now it's your part. Just draw a beautiful diagram of digestive system in your copy and learn it nicely. Till then, have a good day.